Welcome back, everybody. Good evening. Hope y'all having a good Tuesday. Um, so we're doing Moon and Aries in the seventh house now, and this is an especially good position, in my opinion, of the Moon in this sign in this house because it's in the Candra house, one of the Candra house, Chandra. Candra houses are the first, fourth, seventh, and tenth. That's the Candra are the pillars, the powerhouses of your chart. They're the main that they sit on the chart sits on the foundation of these four houses. And the moon is in one of these houses, and Cancer is in the 10th house. So you got Kendra coming to Kendra. Activities of the 10th house coming into the 7th house. And the peace of mind really comes when these people are aggressively and assertively keeping the peace, making business deals, involvement with other people. Because seventh house is the house of other people. One-to-one relationship to other people, like me to like one other person, as well as one to many. Shows the house. It's the house where you relate to the masses as one. So that's where the peace of mind is going to come in, to the extent to which you can do that, an ability to which you can do that will keep this mind stable, will keep you stable, keep you happy. I think happiness comes from the moon because it's the peace of mind. It's your mind, your thinking, your feelings. If you're in your feelings and you have an unstable mind, yet you have all the money in the world, the best spouse, best house, that's all of that shit. That's rhyme. They rhyme. They rhyme. Spouse and house. They rhyme. You got it? But no, even if you have all of this stuff, if you don't have peace of mind, what's the point of it all? You can't enjoy it all. You're not at peace up here. So that's why I started with the moon. That's why I like to start and emphasize on peace of mind when I'm doing the moon, when we're doing the moon series. So that's where it comes from. That's where you're thinking. You're always thinking about how can I keep the peace? How can I, but in an assertive way? Because this is so you're switching now because this is the house of Libra. Libra originally rules the seventh house. Aries rules the first house of self and others. Now they're switching. So it's taking that assertiveness, that you know aggressiveness, that take action, that headstrong, courageous, brave, effort. They like to act into the house of Libra, where it's the opposite of that. They like to, they don't really like all of that. They like to keep the peace. They don't like confrontation. So this moon here, they keep the peace or make contracts by confrontation, by coming out and being assertive, with their feelings and with their thoughts, with their instincts and things like that. So it's a real contradictory thing. They're really assertive, they're aggressive, but they want to keep the peace. They want to make that deal. So a lot of people feel like they're confronting them and trying to start shit, but it's their way of keeping the peace. And your mother was like this, okay? She perhaps she was a peacemaker, and she had to put her foot down. She had to be really aggressive and in her relationship, because it's house of relationships and the moon is here. Your mother in relationships was very, or is very aggressive. She's very aggressive. She's the leader. Um, she's the, she's the warrior of it. She's the fighter in the relationship to keep the peace, to keep the relationship balanced and harmonious. That's what this house. That's what Libra is about in this house. When it comes to her and making deals and contracts, and she goes in headstrong. And depending on how Mars is, it'll show if she's successful in it, or if she gets it's the opposite effect. Is it get confrontation and argumentative, real argumentative. Your mother was or is in relationships. Okay, and now you bring your emotions and your thinking into your relationships now. Really, really assertive feelings and thoughts with your spouse that you share. But you have to do this to keep the peace. You have to do this. It's just about tempering it. Just keep it. If you have a bad Mars and you're watching this and you had this placement, just work on breathing if you have to come in and be express your feelings to your spouse and your real fired up feelings. Breathe and take deep breaths, because when you slow everything down when you breathe and you take control of your breath, and it tempers that Aries, that energy, that real quick spark, those feelings, those quick spark feelings they want to get out. Work on your breathing, or at least calm yourself down before you do. Now, Cancer is in the 10th house, and its ruling planet is 10 places away from it. So now this placement, that's why I'm saying this is so powerful of a placement, man. Because now it's the achievements of the achievements. The accomplishment of your achievements, okay? The accomplishment of your career. Not your career, of your career environment. Whatever your career environment is, whatever you accomplish from that is in the 7th house. You have this placement that's going to be a reoccurring thing. Whatever you accomplish, you share it with the spouse via feelings, fired up feelings and thoughts. Especially the feelings. Like, man, oh, I'm so excited. I'm a winner, and I did this, all that shit. That's what you get from the accomplishments. That happiness, that peace of mind, that moon. See what I mean? Sorry, it slid. I gotta hold this. But you see what I'm saying? See how it all comes together as far as peace of mind goes. And the moon being 10 places from the 10th house. All of your accomplishments, which are the 10th house, your achievements, your career, the authority you have, the fame you have from your career, that high, your status, your reputation, it's all shared and all expressed to the spouse, to others, to the masses, maybe into one-to-one relationships with other people. You take your accomplishments, like you hear the career activities, whatever the activities are in your career, are going to be based around making deals, making contracts. It's going to be based around, if not that, it's going to be based around relating to the masses or relating to people somehow. Going to be related to cooperation, to maybe public relations. I see right here. and the moon's energy will be used to do that. So your your feelings are at work now. Your feelings, your instincts, more of like your automatic emotional response. That will be at work. So this is a real, like, this is where your psychic ability can come into play, and you can use that. That actually is. It gets used in relating to the masses, or relating to, one-to-one people, relating to or with your partner. Like the career could be something with the partner, where you are somehow sharing your thoughts and feelings. Like Jada Pinkett and Will Smith. Perfect example. There you go. See how they work together from time to time. They'll make videos. They do a lot of things together. That is perfect for this. Perfect example. It's their career. They're taking their career, their status, their reputation, what people know them as, and trying to help people in relationships. And they'll bring it, and they'll come together. Seventh house, you come together in relationships, and they'll express. Now I don't know if they have this placement, and I don't know if Aries is involved. I'm just giving you an example of what kind of things are going on this, and the also the authority that you have is really is expressed in relationships. The status, you want to gain status in order to relate to other people. The more status, the better you can relate to people. You want to climb that ladder, that social, that corporate ladder, whatever. And the more you climb it, the better you're able to relate to other people. The better you're able to make deals and contracts. So like somebody who any profession, because the 10th house is the house of professions, not job. Any profession related to where your status determines how famous you are, because this is two fame houses too. 10th house is a house of fame via your career environment, what people, your status, your reputation, what do people see you as, and they don't really know you personally. That's a fame in a sense. 7th house is where we're talking about everybody else, the masses, billions, everybody else. So the more authority you have, the more you achieve, the more you climb up, the more you accomplish, the more famous you'll be. The better you're doing in your career, the easier people will want to. The easier it'll be to make contracts with whoever, business contracts, business relationships. Okay, like it's like your career, and what you're doing in the outside world, your profession, your 10th house things really affect your relationship. So if Mars is bad and you are not climbing, then those emotions, it's going to be bad, and it's going to tear the relationship down because you're not doing good in the career. But if Mars is good, then that somehow boosts you, that boosts the emotions and the feelings. So the moon is doing good. It helps. It boosts the relationship. Okay, so these are some basic things about moon and 7th house in Aries. I hope this helped y'all. Please comment and give me some advice. how I can make these videos better for y'all. I want to give everything I can, like it's never been done before. All the information, all the practical, the most basic, simple information in the most simplest way, because that's usually the deepest. That's the most effective. All right, so y'all have a good night, and we'll be back tomorrow with Moon and Aries in the 8th house. Peace.